Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I have for you a wish list video as we are still at the beginning of the year, and I couldn't do this last season because I was moving homes and moving countries and all the rest of it. I decided to do one at least now for winter because so many of you have been requesting it in my comments. So thank you so much for those requests, guys. It is so helpful when you guys tell me what kind of videos you would like to see from me. But without further ado, I want to get straight into this because there's a lot to get through. And basically, if you haven't seen these wish list videos before, I will link them on the screen now so you guys can go and have a look. There are quite a few from previous seasons, but basically these wish list videos are, I show you all the things that are on my wish list right now, which is always a huge amount of stuff, but I kind of go through jewelry, accessories, fashion, and then I also show you ways in which to style up these items with these little cards that you guys really love. And without further ado, let's get straight into this one. But before that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I upload a video every week and I would love to have you back on the channel. And also guys, please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I am going to leave here my Instagram name. It's at JASMINA PURI, but please follow me on there because I know a lot of you ask me a lot of questions in the comments, and I answer a lot of those questions on my Instagram stories, and I also post a lot of pictures and outfit inspiration on my Instagram, and I think so many of you would enjoy it. Okay guys, so let's get started with this wish list. And as you guys know, there's always a million things on my wish list, but I've tried to narrow it down to the things that were actually my real favorites. There's a few new brands that I have discovered. If you guys didn't see my Christmas gift guide video, I will link that video on the screen now. A lot of that stuff is still available and you might want it not to purchase as a gift, but just to buy it for yourself. But I do talk about a lot of brands that I have discovered since moving to the US. I don't know why, but they've kind of popped up on my Instagram, or I've had people talking about them, and they are kind of some of them are local US brands, but some of them are actually not even US brands, but I've sort of discovered them now, and they're sort of up and coming brands with really good quality pieces, sort of premium high street, which are a little bit more expensive than your Zara's and your H&M's, but have premium quality, something like a luxury designer brand, but not with the luxury designer price tag. So I think you guys will be really interested. A lot of you in the comments mentioned that you wanted to see more of these brands and for me to tell you about the stuff that I've discovered newly. So I do as I'm told, and there's going to be a few of those pieces here on this wishlist video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to start everything off with this coat, this beautiful coat from Eliska. It has a really lovely silhouette with a round neck. I think it makes the coat a lot more modern because that round neck and is kind of more, it doesn't have a lapel, so it just makes it a bit more young and casual. I think it's really nice also because if you have like a roll neck or if you're wearing a scarf, you can really show it off. I love the silhouette. It's kind of a straight fit, sort of above your knees, and I think it's just such a flattering silhouette, and I love the pocket detail. I think it makes it so special. I also really like that kind of grey shade. I think it's very flattering on lots of different skin types, and I just think it's beautiful. I think you could definitely style it up with a belt and it would look really nice, maybe like an obi style belt, a leather belt, or even something more skinny. I think it could work with lots of different types of belts, but I think that would give it a kind of different style that would look really nice if you're wearing it with like a skirt or a dress. It could look really nice and chic with that. I also think it would be really nice if you added sort of a brooch to it, if you were wearing it maybe with a more casual outfit, I would say, just to keep it a bit more young, because I think it has like a wool lining, so it is really warm, and the stuff that I've ordered from this brand is extremely high quality, and I think at a very reasonable price, and they do have sales on as well, so I would definitely recommend that you check them out on Farfetch, or that you go to the store if you're based in Europe. Okay, next up from Reese. By the way, guys, if you are based in the US, do let me know if you share this with me. I was so disappointed that Reese is so much more expensive here in the US than it is to the UK. I have noticed that a lot of European brands are more expensive here. I think it's definitely the case in Europe as well with brands like J. Crew and Club Monaco, for example, which are American brands. But Reese is just extremely more expensive, like to the point where sometimes it's double the price here in the US than it is in the UK, which I think seems like a lot, but they do have some gorgeous pieces, and if you are based in the UK, then I think they are you know, a premium high street store with very reasonable price for the quality they offer. But they do have some gorgeous pieces, so I am tempted nevertheless, even though I'm here in the US. And the first thing that I have been obsessed with is, you know, pleated skirts. I've seen everyone wearing them. I think they are gorgeous. And you know, I really wanted to get my hands on one. And I saw this one in Reese. It is really beautiful. It's like in a chevron finish. I love the kind of knife pleats. I think it's just really on trend right now. I think they look amazing with like boots and an oversized knit, a very chunky sort of knit, which is kind of loose and casual, and that can make it look a lot more kind of modern and trendy. And I think it's great for the winter, you know, to wear it with like stuff that you can layer on the top so you're nice and warm. This one has like a greenish sort of metallic look to it, and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I find them so flattering on many different types of silhouettes. I think it's a great investment, these skirts. This one is on the sale right now, so I think it is definitely at a very good price. But I also think these can look super casual in other times of the year. I think with like a t-shirt and a pair of flats, like my Dior flats that I have with the Dior, it can look super cool. Or if you want to dress it up and make it like more of an office wear, you could definitely put it with a blouse or a shirt and wear it with a pair of stilettos. So definitely I think it's something that can transition from very casual to very formal. If you did want to wear it for like a cocktail party, I think you can definitely pair it with like a strappy sort of camisole maybe, and with a pair of kind of trendy stilettos or something like the booties from Gianvito Rossi. So I think lots of different options to pair this skirt and make it as casual or as dressy as you like, so definitely an amazing investment. Also from Reese, this metallic-y top. It's like a very thin knit. It looks like a sort of top more than like a jumper, I would say, because it's got like strappy. But I love that V-neck. I think it's so lovely. That metallic finish makes it so nice. I think it's great to layer it maybe under a blazer if you want to wear it to work, for example. Or you can also wear it on its own with something like that pleated skirt or a pencil skirt. Or even like if you want to wear it really casually, I think with a pair of jeans, it could look super cool, and a pair of stilettos, and you can wear it out for an evening, and it instantly makes an outfit more glamorous because of that little metallic quality to the color. I absolutely love this color. I recently in a video wore a blouse, this color. It's like a sort of bronzy orangey color, and it's just so flattering, especially to people with olive skin tones. But I also think it could look great to somebody who's like blonde and with really pale skin. It could look really lovely as well. So very flattering shade. They do have it in other shades as well. I will link it down below. But I think it's such a versatile piece. I used to have a very similar top to this one from Massimo Dutti, I think, which was white. And I absolutely loved it to death. I wore it so much. So I think it's a great kind of layering piece. In the summer you can wear it on its own. In winter you can layer it, you know, under blazers and stuff. So a very versatile and very beautiful piece. Next up, also from Reese, is this dress. I absolutely love the silhouette of this one. I've been really into sort of knit dresses. They're very much on trend this year, and I think they can be very flattering, but I do find that sometimes the ones that are kind of very body hugging from top to bottom, for someone like me who has kind of very small hips and I'm very kind of you know, straight line, that's kind of my shape on my body, sometimes it can be a little bit kind of unflattering. They do look better on people with a little bit more curves, but nevertheless you can obviously use a belt to kind of cinch it in or stuff like that. But this one does have a little bit of a flare with the pleating at the bottom, so I think it's very flattering. I love the high neck, and I just really love it in this gorgeous sort of dark green color. I think it's a really beautiful shade, a little bit more exciting than black, because black is just so common, that I think this has got like a nice shade to it, but also very versatile because you can wear it with pretty much anything. I think you could even layer it with a shirt underneath and let the collar show from the top and from below, like around your cuffs. I think it would look really nice with that. I think it would look amazing with a pair of stilettos or a pair of like ankle boots like the ones I have from Gianvito Rossi if you want to dress it up more for evening, and some, you know, chunky gold earrings, and you could definitely dress it up. Or with like a shirt underneath and a pair of boots like my ones from Aquazzura, and a sort of, you know, nice coat over the top. It can definitely work for day wear or even to wear to the office. So a very versatile piece, again, that I think you can dress up or dress down. And you know, I think it's definitely a kind of really good quality piece and a little bit of an investment, but I think it's something that's such a classic that it'll last for a really long time, and a really nice and flattering silhouette as well. Finally, for my last piece from Reese, this gorgeous jumpsuit. They do have it in a black as well, but I loved it in the red. The back is absolutely stunning. I love the fact that it's like a full cutout back, very sexy, gorgeous to wear on a night out. I think this one with a pair of sandals, it could look so glamorous, and a clutch, and you're ready to go for a night out, and some really beautiful earrings, for example. If you did want to wear it maybe, you know, for a more sort of work event, or you wanted to wear it to work and then transition it to the evening, I think it's a great piece to do that, because you can just pop a blazer over the top and it just looks like a suit, especially if you go for the black one. I think it just looks like a suit with a blazer. You're covering the open back. You can wear it with like lower stilettos, kind of court shoes, and a nice bag, and it's perfect for workwear. And then you pop on some really beautiful earrings, switch your shoes maybe for some sandals, grab a clutch, take your jacket off, and you're perfectly ready for like a cocktail party or a night out. Again, amazing quality, a very flattering silhouette. I think it can accommodate people with more curves on the bottom, but also somebody who's a bit straight lined like me. I think it can look nice. So a great, gorgeous piece, and I think at a very reasonable price point for the kind of quality that Reese offers. Moving on to this beautiful coat from Stella McCartney. I have wanted a kind of wool coat for a while, something that was kind of very structured, like a blazer but in a coat. I have not bought one yet, just because I moved to the US, and here in New York it's so cold that I feel like it was worth me investing in something like a puffer jacket. My parents also gifted me a coat, which if you guys haven't seen, go check out my what I got for Christmas video. It's really gorgeous. So many of you have commented on it on my pictures on Instagram. But basically, I think coats are a great investment for the winter season, because actually, if you come to think of it, if you live in a colder climate, most of the time you're just wearing a coat. So that's all that people can see when you're out and about. So having a few different ones is quite nice, because otherwise you'll always seem like you're wearing the same thing. So maybe for the autumn, I am really, or if you live in a climate that's not as cold as you know, New York or maybe London, I think I really want to get my hands on something like this. And I think this one, which is now on the sale actually, is by Stella McCartney. It's a classic. It has like a lapel, but instead of it being like flipped to the back, it kind of stays like this. It's as if it was kind of turned on itself. It's really structured. I love the fact that the shoulders are very structured. It's kind of a straight fit, not an oversized fit, which is what I go for a lot with coats sometimes, but I think this one is kind of nice and formalish. It looks great if you want to wear it over a dress, for example, something like my dress from the Los Promesas, which is like a shirt dress, which is quite flowy, or with something like the skirt I showed earlier from Reese, because I think those with like an oversized coat sometimes can look a bit too unstructured, and it looks kind of like you're lost with so much fabric everywhere, because your skirt or your dress is already flowy. So I think it's quite nice to have a more structured piece like this coat, which is a bit more slimline and a bit more structured on the shoulders, and you don't have kind of so much extra fabric. I think these coats are great for work as well, because they make you look really, really instantly polished. And if you don't want to wear a blazer, it's great if you're wearing like suit trousers and a shirt, and then you just pop the coat over the top, and it just instantly looks like so formal, so put together, so polished. And I also really love these coats with like a polo neck, a pair of kind of leather trousers or black jeans, and some boots. I think it looks so classy and so elegant, but at the same time it's casual enough to kind of go out for lunch with your friends or go for brunch on a weekend. So definitely a lot of different uses for a coat like this. I love them in camel. I think they have it in camel as well, but this blue one is really nice as well, and it was on the sale, so a good price, and it's fully wool, so it is still quite warm if you live in something that's not super extreme, or otherwise, you know, for kind of when winter's not as kind of cold as it is maybe Jan or Feb, maybe kind of towards the end of February when it kind of becomes a little bit more mild. Next up, another coat, and this is from a brand I discovered since moving here, which is called Minusai or Minusai, something like that. I'm not quite sure how you say it. It is actually a brand that retails from Korea, but they ship worldwide, and they have some gorgeous pieces. They had this cashmere oversized coat, and they do retail it with this beautiful cashmere scarf that you can layer over the top. It's a very oversized, very long coat. It doesn't really have a belt or anything, so I think if it's super, super cold outside, you might need to get maybe a belt. I think it would look amazing with like a leather belt to just kind of cinch it in, just so that it's not kind of gaping open and all the air is coming inside. But otherwise, I think if you want to wear it more casually and it's not as as cold, maybe for a more transition period like autumn, it could look so gorgeous. Or if you live in like a milder climate. It is so beautiful. I love the fact that it's oversized. I love the camel color. I think it's so kind of trendy because it's so oversized and so casual, and I think it would look great with like an oversized knit and a pair of jeans and some flat boots to wear like on a weekend, or with some trainers even. But if you did want to dress it up and wear it with like a dress, for example, or some stilettos or some boots, I think it would look amazing. Just, you know, the coat with a wide belt like my Ferragamo belt over the waist, and then your boots, and you could look so classy and so trendy, and it would look great for like an event or to go to work or something like that. I love the scarf that comes with it. I think it looks amazing. You can put it over like just like a shawl if you're doing it with a belt, or it looks amazing just kind of draped over if you're going to wear it kind of more open and more casual. I think it's so nice, and it keeps you super warm because obviously it covers like you can cover a part of your face with it because it's like a really big oversized scarf, and I think it gives it a very chic, cool vibe, makes it a little bit more special, and it has a very, very reasonable price for it being a fully cashmere coat. So I think it would be super warm, probably super, super soft. I haven't actually purchased anything from this brand, but I really want to try out their stuff because I think it looks very high quality, reasonable prices, and yeah, just really, really gorgeous pieces, very much in line with my style. Moving now on to another brand that I recently discovered that made this beautiful jumper I'm wearing right now. I featured it on my Instagram and so many of you guys loved it. I absolutely love this brand. I'm so impressed with their quality. They do have some gorgeous pieces. I also gifted my mum a piece from their collection for Christmas, and their pieces are just so, so, so gorgeous and very good quality. This jumper, it's like a knit, but I thought it was going to be a little kind of scratchy and itchy because my skin is so sensitive, but it's not. It's a cashmere blend, but it's so, so, so soft, so warm as well. I love their silhouettes, and I love these details with like these cuffs, which make it so special. They have something in their collection which I've got my eye on. Unfortunately, I think it was sold out for a bit. I think they have it back now, but it's such a gorgeous piece. I will link it down below. It is this jacket, which is a sequin jacket with feathers at the bottom. I think it's such a stunning piece. The design is so special, but just like most of their pieces, I have my eye on quite a few things, but I've narrowed it down to just my favorite, which was this jacket. And it's such a beautiful piece. The quality is amazing, and I feel like for the kind of quality they offer, their prices are pretty reasonable as well. Their customer service is great. I've ordered from them, and they retail in Harvey Nichols and Saks here in the US, but they also retail through their own website. So and their customer service is amazing because I've dealt directly with them. I had to exchange something and they dealt with it so well. But yeah, this piece I think is gorgeous. I love the fact that it's like a jacket, but it's not too structured. It's kind of a bit more chilled out. You can definitely add some shoulder pads if you want to make it a little bit more structured on your shoulders and make it more like a blazer. But if you do want to wear it more casually, I think it looks amazing. I think this would look gorgeous with like a black silk camisole underneath. There's ones from H&M which are really good value for money. I will link them on the info box down below. But also they were featured on what I got for Christmas video. And they are so beautiful, very good value for money. I love the little kind of lace detail they have. But I think with that and like a pair of jeans and a pair of like ankle boots or sandals, it could look so cool for like a night out on the town, you know, cocktails with the girls or something like that. It could look so trendy and so cool. But I also think if you want to dress it up more, I think it would look amazing over a cocktail dress, for example, if you want to wear it more formally, or if you want to wear it with like a pair of like palazzo pants and a blouse underneath. It could look really formal as well if you want to wear it for like a more formalish event, or if you are a little bit more mature and you don't want to be showing off a lot of skin. I think with a beautiful blouse underneath and some palazzo trousers, it could look very classy, very elegant, and at the same time very, very chic. Another thing I've had my eye on for a while, you guys know I love knits. It's like my staple thing, and I love knits with like short sleeves. I know they're not the most practical because usually you want to wear knits in winter when it's cold, and if they're short sleeved it kind of beats the purpose, but I just think they're so classy and so chic. And I love the fact that they've become more mainstream again. I feel for a few years they were kind of more sort of, you know, you could only wear them if you were like 45 and above, and otherwise they just looked a bit too kind of mature for someone younger. But I love that they're coming in the mainstream and that people are styling them in more fun ways. I love this one from Fendi. I've had my eye on a lot of the Fendi stuff that's come back with lots of logos. I am a bit disappointed with the brand. If you've seen my last vlog, I did talk about the fact that I bought a bag from them and their customer service has been really bad with the fact that it was a faulty bag, so I'm a little bit put off from buying from the brand. I will link that vlog here so you guys can see and know what I'm talking about if you don't know what I'm talking about, but I was a little disappointed with the brand. It's kind of put me off from buying stuff from them, but I do love their stuff that they've brought out with all the logos. I don't know how I feel about like being covered in logos all over, but I do think that Fendi have done it in a very stylish, cool, chic way. And they have a pencil skirt, which I've had my eye on, but this was definitely my favorite. I loved this little jumper. I think it's so cute. I think it looks amazing with just a pair of jeans, and you know, and some sandals, for like more of a kind of summery vibe, and I think it looks really kind of chic and cool, and it works for lots of different ages as well. But I also think it could look super cool with like some leather trousers, a shirt underneath if you want to wear it and make it more winter appropriate. I think it looks really nice that you can see the shirt sleeves and the neckline, and then like an oversized shirt that you can see from underneath the sweater coming out, and then, you know, some boots or some ankle booties. I think it could look super cool. I love the kind of tan color with the black. I think it's logos, but it's not too much on your face. It ends up looking more like a print because the logo is quite big. So if you're not very much into this logo mania, being covered in logos all over, this one is relatively subtle, even though it does have that kind of very on-trend thing at the moment. Moving on to something a little bit more high street now. This dress from Mango I think is so cute. I was actually not checking out Mango for quite a while, but I feel like this season they've really nailed it. They have some really good knitwear especially. I really like their stuff. I did feature some of the stuff that was on my wish list on my Insta stories. I do post those stuff sometimes, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, please go ahead and do that. But yeah, I really like this one. I think it's a very flattering silhouette. It works very well for people with different body types. I think for someone like me who's really kind of straight up and down, it would look really good with like a belt. But if you're more curvy, you just naturally give it that shape and it looks really flattering and really sexy, even though it's like a fully covered piece. So I think it's a nice way to look sexy, wearing something that's appropriate for the winter and it's going to keep you quite warm. It's got like that ribbed effect, which I think is really nice. Mango knitwear, I've gone and checked it out and it seems really good quality. I really like the color of this one as well, and I think it would look amazing with like my Aquazura boots and like a belt, like I said, for myself. Or if you want to make it more work appropriate, you can definitely pair this with like stilettos and a blazer over the top. You can do lots of fun things with it, or you can even like, you know, wear a shirt over the top and a belt and use it like a skirt with like the polo neck showing from underneath. That would look really cool as well. So I think there's lots of different ways to style it up. Again, easy to dress up or down, and really nice transition piece because you can definitely layer it with a coat over the top for the winter, but you can also, you know, wear it without a coat or just with a blazer over the top for the more autumn spring months. So a really nice piece that you can transition across lots of different seasons. And I forgot to mention, guys, it is on the sale, so really good value for money right now. Finally, for clothing, guys, this jumper from Rag & Bone. It is so gorgeous. It's a cashmere blend, looks super snuggly, super soft. It's a little bit oversized, but I love the fact that it has the sheer detail on the top. I think it makes it so much more dressy, so much more special. You can definitely wear this jumper like on a night out because it is so special with that sheer detail on the top. I think it makes the design really interesting, so I think it would look really nice, you know, with some leather trousers and some high ankle boots. If you want to wear it like for a night out, to go have drinks with the girls or something like that, or on a Friday night out. I also think it would look really nice with a like pleated skirt and some boots if you want to wear it more casually. Obviously, you know, with jeans and some flat boots, it could look amazing if you want to wear it more casually. You could definitely also use this as a layering piece. I think it would look really nice if you're wearing like a nice blouse or shirt underneath that you can see it through the sheer bit. But I also think if you want to wear it more sexy, it looks amazing, you know, just with no layering underneath. So a very versatile piece that you can definitely, again, dress up or down. It is a bit of an investment. Rag & Bone jumpers are a little bit expensive, but I do have a couple from them and the quality is absolutely amazing. So definitely well worth the money, but they are a little bit on the pricier side. So if you do want to wait out for the sale for this one I would definitely recommend maybe waiting out for the next sale they have. Moving now on to accessories. I know I mentioned this one in my Christmas gift guide, but I'm absolutely obsessed with their pieces, and it is something that I really want to get my hands on, and it is this bag from Danceland. My French isn't great, sorry guys. It's a London-based brand. but they do retail internationally, and the stuff is just so gorgeous. You guys know I am a handbag lover, but I usually tend to go for very luxury high-end bags, and that is something that I normally don't go for, like the high street or anything like that. But these bags are just absolutely stunning. I love the design. It's like a bucket bag, but you can put the handle down and wear it crossbody. I love the mini. This one is called Johnny, and they do have it in like a more medium size, which is just the Johnny, and then there's this one, which is the mini Johnny. And I love this one because I think this one looks so cute if you want to wear it crossbody. It's such a stunning piece. I think the design is so special. I love the hardware. It looks really good quality. Bucket bags are so much on trend, but I like the fact that this one you can wear it also crossbody and you don't always have to carry it in your hand. The handle is so special. The hardware is so gorgeous. It's a very simple design, but at the same time it feels really, really high-end and really special. Something that you kind of your eyes would go towards it because it looks like something that's designer. It has a very reasonable price point. It's fully leather. It's fully handcrafted. And for the kind of quality it is, I think the price is amazing. They do retail on Net-a-Porter and a few other sites. I will link it down below. But it's just so, so, so gorgeous, and I think you could wear this with so many things. I think with the lighter colours, it's amazing for like the summer and the spring to wear it with like a flowy skirt, very casual. But during the winter, I think it's great as well in the black, and I love the fact that you could wear it crossbody and make it more kind of casual for the day, but you can also, you know, carry it in your hand if you're wearing like a skirt or something, when I don't really like crossbody bags with skirts and dresses. So yeah, I just think it's such a gorgeous piece. It looks very, very, very high quality. The leather is really thick. It's leather in the inside and on the outside, so very high end. They've definitely taken care of the little details, so I would be quite happy to buy this one because I think it feels like a bag that would easily be like £2,000 or £3,000, but it has a very, very reasonable price point, so it makes me very happy that I can save a bit of money. Well, not really save, but like, you know, that I can get something really high end at a better price. So I'm obsessed with this one, and I probably will get my hands on this one very, very soon. Another accessory I have been obsessed with for a really long time, and this one is definitely a bit of a splurge. You know, here's me hoping I get it for my anniversary, who knows? Yeah, it's this ring by Bulgari. It's from their B0 collection, but this one is a collaboration that they did with a really, really famous architect, and it's so beautiful. It's like their B0, but it's not full in the sense that the spirals that go around your finger have these beautiful gaps in between them. I think it makes it a little bit more dainty, a little bit more special. I really love the design. I think it's something that you could wear with pretty much anything. You can wear it to like a very formal, beautiful party. You can also wear it on an everyday basis because it's not so over the top. I really like the one that's just plain rose gold with no diamonds or anything, because again, I think you can wear it in lots of different occasions, but I'm absolutely obsessed with this piece. It's just so gorgeous, and Bulgari jewelry is amazing. And finally, for my last piece, I really want to get my hands on some ankle boots because I think they look so, so great. I have a lot of like cigarette pants which are kind of at ankle length, and unfortunately I can't fit them over my knee-high boots that I bought from Aquazura, so I think it would be really nice to have, you know, ankle length ones. But I have ones in suede, but I really want a pair in leather, and I absolutely love these ones by Louboutin. I think they're so nice. The red soles makes them so special. I like the fact that they're not too chunky, but at the same time they have kind of a chunky heel because I find that so much more comfortable to walk in. So I think these would look great. You can wear these with jeans, you can wear them over trousers, under trousers, just, you know, and now they look amazing also with like the kind of pleated skirts I showed you earlier from Reese. So a lot of different ways to wear them. Okay guys, well that was everything from me. I am exhausted of so much talking, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my styling ideas. Do let me know if you purchased any of these pieces and how you style them up. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys!